Hello and welcome everyone to the end of my third playthrough, solo playthrough of Storms of Steel, a game in the series of Conflict of Heroes, and the scenario I played was Wounded Tiger. It's the third time I've played it, and I did manage, as I said on my previous video, to get a few shots off with the tiger using caps and everything, but you know, it hit 2 units once, and then they were outside of the line of fire, the arc of fire already, so it couldn't hit again, and it got fatigued. And some of the other German units tried to come to its rescue, but they got spent as well the second time they moved or something, so you really need to get very, very lucky with that spent die. You know, you can choose, as I did in my first two playthroughs, you can actually choose to spend caps on that, but then you won't have the tiger firing as often as it can when you use caps for that. So it's just a trade-off, and in this case, the second time I group moved those tanks, and you know, you can use them individually, but you know, if you want to, I just really wanted to try and get this truck up to the tiger to try and save it. I don't see how that is possible either, really, by the way, because you will get fired at. Do know that the truck has a red defense, so it is more difficult, definitely, especially from a distance, to actually hit with those tanks. But you know, should you try often enough, you probably will hit, and you will be in range as well, so that shouldn't really be the problem. Yeah, so as you can see, all German units except for the truck, which was fired at once, but it survived miraculously enough. But that's because, well, I don't know, this T-70 fired at it with a firepower of 6, so it has 3 against red targets, plus 3 for being at short range. So it needed a 5 and it rolled a 4 or something like that, so it didn't even hit. But you know, that would just be a matter of time. And the Russians won by 8 victory points to 0, or yeah, well, it doesn't really work like that, but they won by 8 victory points. They destroyed the Tiger and all German tanks, and the Germans destroyed a T-70 and a T-34. So all in all, an enjoyable scenario, but it does seem to be terribly hard for the Germans to win. I've tried 3 different strategies and neither one of them worked. Tiger can't move into the woods. What I could still try is to try and outflank the Russian units by moving over here with the 3 rescue tanks, so to speak, and try to hit them from the side. That might be an option. So not actually join the Tiger, but as I said, shoot from the side. But you know, the main objective, and that's the same as in the Courier Satchel, in this case, the main objective for the Germans basically is to rescue the Tiger. I don't see how the truck, or in the actual third edition, which I don't yet own, it's a slightly different kind of truck. It's a heavy mover called FAMO or something like that. It's obviously also a kind of truck. It's supposed to move up to the Tiger, hook up the Tiger, and move it off the board. Well, as I said, I don't see the truck even getting there. The same in the Courier Satchel. It's very, very difficult there for the Germans to even get possession of the satchel, let alone move it off board. So, yeah, I don't know. This scenario was enjoyable, but yeah, I feel like it should be a closer fight and everything, and it's not all because of the spent die. Of course, you can get lucky, you can get unlucky, but yeah, in this scenario, I don't really see how the Germans can possibly win, barring a lot of luck and very poor play on the part of the Soviet player. I will revisit this scenario. I'm moving on to another one now. As I said, it was enjoyable, but as yet I still have to find a scenario that is very close and comes down basically to the last roll of the dice, or at least the very last round. In all cases, this scenario was finished within 2 or 3 rounds, and it's supposed to, well, it doesn't have to last 5 rounds, obviously, but you know, it would be fun as well if it was really, really very, very close. Well, anyway, those are my thoughts on this scenario. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.